Hi everyone, today is October 30th, 2014. I've got about 15 movie soundtracks that I picked up for $1 each. The first 3 I picked up are from Book Off, and the final 12 are from Amoeba Records in Hollywood. So let's show them off. Very excited. First one I picked up is The Sopranos from 1999. The only reason I wanted this soundtrack was the first track, which is the main theme when every time you see Tony Soprano go on his way from work to home. And I love that song. The rest of the soundtrack is pretty cool, but I just wanted it mainly because of that. Again, this costs $1, so I really can't complain. There on the back is the track listings, and inside, let's show you the disc. Great show. So excited to have this in my collection, Sopranos. First soundtrack, 1999. I hope to pick up the other one someday soon. Next one I picked up is Working Girl. I believe this one is from 1986 or 1987. It was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Picture among many other awards, but the only Oscar that it went to was for the song that is on the soundtrack created by Carly Simon. Now, she also wrote music for the movie, which is also on the soundtrack, and there's music as well from other artists on the soundtrack. On the back, there you go. Really like this film a lot. It's kind of funny that this film stars Melody Griffin as a working girl, and now her daughter is going to be in 50 Shades of Grey. Yay! There's the soundtrack CD right there. Working Girl, 1986, 1987, I can't remember, but a really great film and a really great soundtrack created by Carly Simon. Next one I picked up is a terrible movie, but I wanted the soundtrack because I love the music of Smashing Pumpkins on this soundtrack. Of course, I don't remember hearing this in the movie itself. I don't remember because I haven't seen the movie in years. But they actually used the song in the Watchmen trailer in 2009, and so it was really great to pick up the soundtrack. The rest of the soundtrack is okay. There's some good songs from Underworld and Jewel and some other artists, but really only wanted this. It was only $1 for Smashing Pumpkins. And there's the back of the track listings with Batman and Robin and Batgirl. Yeah, whatever. Inside, there is the disc of Batman and Robin. Nobody really cares about this movie. I don't care about the movie, but I couldn't pass up getting the soundtrack finally because I just wanted that one song. Actually, there's 2 songs by Smashing Pumpkins. I'm glad I picked it up. Alright everybody, let's move on to Amoeba Records. First one I picked up from Amoeba Records is You Can Count on Me from 2000. This is a wonderful, fabulous film from the early 2000s. I highly recommend you check out. The soundtrack, on the other hand, is okay. Again, it was just $1, and I didn't mind it, and I listened to it. It was okay. The music's alright. I wish I'd had the score. If there was a score from the movie, I wish that was on the soundtrack, but it's not. Anyway, still a great film. I highly recommend You Can Count on Me. And inside, there is the disc. What more can I say? Not really a great soundtrack, but I'm happy to add it to my collection because I just love the film so much. Next one I picked up is Out of Sight, a film I have not seen in a very long time. This is a Steven Soderbergh film from 1998, starring George Clooney and Jennifer Lopez, she was actually in some good movies. She hasn't really been in a good movie in a while. On the back, there's lots of source material, and what I don't like about this soundtrack is that they incorporate the dialogue from the movie right on top of the score, and I kind of wanted it separately, and that's kind of a pain. But it makes me want to see this movie again. I have not seen this film in such a long time, and I'm really interested to watch Out of Sight. It's been forever. So there's the disc. So Out of Sight, 1998, I believe. Next one is Lethal Weapon 3 from 1992. Great soundtrack. I have part 2. Now I have 3. Now I get to get 1 and 4. This is a great score that's actually written by Michael Kamen and Eric Clapton, and also it incorporates some music from Elton John. Just a great score to a really fun action movie from the early 90s. Love this. And on the back, there is the track listings. I don't know if you can see that at all, but there's some nice pictures. And inside, there is the disc of Lethal Weapon 3. Alright, next one I picked up is actually a 2 CD collection. It is the Oliver Stone Connection. Now, what's so cool about this soundtrack is that you get 2 discs, as I can show you right here. The other disc opens up like that. There's the 2 discs. And what's so cool about this is that, yeah, it has music from his movies from Salvador till U-Turn, I believe in 1997 or 98. And what he'll do is he'll talk about the music, and then the music will play, and then it'll come back to him being interviewed about the music, about the films that he's worked on, and there's score from John Williams in here, from JFK, and then there's music from Platoon. Every movie that pretty much he did from Salvador to U-Turn. So really great. There's the track listings right there. So glad to pick this up. I'm a big fan of Oliver Stone, and I have much respect for him, and I love his movies. And the next one I picked up is a movie by Martin Scorsese. It is Cape Fear from 1991. This is the original score created by Bernard Herrmann, but it's adapted by Elmer Bernstein, and it's just a creepy, great score. I still need to see the original Cape Fear, but I remember watching this film as a young adult, or actually say as a young teenager, and was completely scared by it, and just loved the music, and so happy to finally have the soundtrack. Of course, this is the remake, directed by Martin Scorsese. There's the back, but it's still it was one of the best remakes. Definitely one of the best remakes. On the back, and then up inside, there is the 1992 disc. MCA. Cape Fear, 1991. And then the next one is Woody Allen film, Match Point, one of his best films. This score, he doesn't really put scores in his movies, so in this film he's incorporated a lot of music from the opera, and just beautiful music. I don't recognize it from the movie. I haven't seen the movie in a while, but I love Match Point. It is one of his best films. And on the back there is the track listings of everybody that is a part of this. There's a lot of music from the opera that you can see right there, hopefully, yada yada yada, whatever. And Match Point is a really great Woody Allen. If you're not a fan of Woody Allen, I still recommend Match Point. It's a great film. It's not a comedy. It's a psychological thriller, and it's one of the best. Match Point, 2005. Next one is also from 2005. It is one of my favorite indie darlings that I love so much, and I'm so happy to finally have the soundtrack. It is Me, You, and Everyone We Know. Yes, me, and you, and everyone we know. There it is right there. This is such a really quirky, weird, strange indie film. Just love this director. I hope she makes more movies soon. I didn't really love her last film, The Future, but this is just a beautiful, strange, crazy, weird, can't believe they got away with it kind of movie. And also, the score is really great, and it's on the soundtrack, and it's just interesting, and there's some music on here as well, source material music. On the back, there is the disc. There's not the disc, but there's the track listings. And if you open inside, you get the disc. There it is, Me and You and Everyone We Know, 2005. Really enjoyed this film. Next one is Quills from 2000. This is one of the craziest movies I've ever seen, and I love the subject matter. It's just insane, and I haven't seen this movie in a while. It makes me just want to watch it. The score is written by Stephen Warbeck, who I think may have worked on Shakespeare in Love. Anyways, this is a great film starring Kate Winslet and this great actor right here. For some reason, his name escapes me. Jeffrey Rush. There you go. Thank you very much, Brain. But I really love this film. It is one of my favorite films of 2000, probably on my best of that year if I ever compile a list. And on the back there is the track listings, and I love the soundtrack because it has the score, and the score is terrifying, beautiful, and wondrous. And inside there is the disc. It also starred Michael Caine, so there's Michael Caine right there. Quills, 2000. Next one is Jesus' Son from 1999. Really another great indie darling, quirky, weird, strange. Billy Crudup is great in the film. Jack Black has got a small part in it. Samantha Morton is in the film, and I highly recommend this film from 1999. I have it on DVD, and I'm so glad to have the soundtrack. The soundtrack is great, and there is some score on the soundtrack and a lot of source music from the film. Just love this strange little film, and it's one of my favorite and most underrated films that I have in my collection. A lot of people don't know about it. And there on the back is Billy Crudup right there, great actor, played Dr. Manhattan in Watchmen, and there's the disc of Jesus' Son, 1999. Next one, Nixon from 1995. This is a score written by John Williams, and of course a film directed by Oliver Stone, as I said before. Love Oliver Stone, love John Williams. So happy to have another John Williams score to my collection, because he's the greatest, and I'm so excited to see him every year. Inside there is the disc of Nixon. Great film, one of the best Oliver Stone films. Anthony Hopkins playing Nixon, and just love this film so much, and highly recommend if you have not seen Nixon from 1995. Next one is from 2000 or 1990? No, 1998. Rushmore. 1998 Rushmore. Wes Anderson. Great film. Jason Schwartzman. Love this film. Bill Murray. This has music from the movie, of course. Score, soundtrack. There's some dialogue, I think, from the film. But I just love Rushmore. It is one of my favorite Wes Anderson films. So happy to add this to my collection. There is the disc inside. Again, if you have not seen Rushmore, you're surely missing out. It's one of the best Wes Anderson movies ever. Gotta watch this again. And finally, I picked up a soundtrack. It's a collection from a guy that writes music for television mainly, and it is W.G. Snuffy Walden. The music of him. He's written music for 30-something and The West Wing, and I believe Once and Again, but my personal favorite that he's written for is My So-Called Life, and thankfully there's a couple tracks, I believe, from that movie. On the back there is the track listings. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's the track listings to the movie soundtracks, not TV soundtracks. What am I talking about? Anyways, I mainly bought this for $1. Yes, $1, because I wanted more music from My So-Called Life. So, great composer, written, and he's still writing today for movies, for television, mainly television. And this is just a nice collection to have if you're a fan of his work. Alright everyone, thanks so much for watching. I hope to have more movie soundtracks in the near future. I'm MovieManCHAD. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Twitter and I'm on Facebook. And please go to WeLiveFilm.com and subscribe right here on YouTube to We Live Film. Also go to Long Beach Acting and Film Association right here on Facebook and Twitter. Please also go to MoviePile.com. And if you've enjoyed this video review of, oh my gosh, my battery's dying, I hope that you subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Have a great day, a wonderful night, and a wonderful life. And I will talk to you in my next video. Bye everyone. Peace be with you, my friends.